Aloha and welcome to August. I'm Lee Potts and this is your Maui Real Estate Market Report for Friday, August the 7th. And that picture behind me, that's a great shot taken by a good friend of ours, Linda, and she got that shot just a couple of weeks ago when we were out snorkeling just off McKenna. This is going to be an abbreviated report. Why? Because I'm busy working on the Maui Real Estate Advisor. That's our monthly newsletter on the state of real estate, the trends, what's causing those trends, and where we think it's going. I can tell you this, the first week in August started off very differently than the first week in July, but more on that when we do the numbers. On this show, we always comment on the economy, travel and employment during COVID, and how that's affecting Hawaii in general and Maui specifically. While the numbers we have for Maui show unemployment at 23% in June, July's not out as far as I know, cars were still lined up on Thursday morning down the highway, waiting in line, hoping to get food at the Lahaina Baptist Church. Maui businesses are doing their best to open up, and locals who can are doing their best to support them and other worthy causes. In order to make progress on that front, Maui needs to be open to visitors, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Why? Well, for one thing, the governor reinstated the mandatory 14-day quarantine for inter-island travel. Why? Because the island's mayors were calling for him to do so. Why? Because cases in Hawaii, reported cases in Hawaii, started in the triple digits over a week ago. This last week, we've been hitting over 200 cases a day. All but a fraction of those are on Oahu. We hit 231 cases yesterday, according to Civil Beat. Of those, only 3 were on Maui. But the article went on to say, and I'm quoting here, the state's intensive care beds were at 54% capacity as of Thursday, and health officials are warning that hospitals could be overrun by the end of the month if the virus continues to spread at the current rate. It sounds like that's a much bigger threat to Oahu than it is to Maui. And we don't need their COVID problem to become even more of our COVID problem. Of course, it already has, because a lack of travelers leads to a lack of business, which leads to unemployment, which leads to a weakened economy. All of that could affect real estate. So let's look at the highlights. You can get the full report online at mauirealestatereport.com. Total sales this week jumped to 85. That's a 37% increase over the previous week. 42 of those were condos. To put that in perspective, the highest number of condo sales we've had since our initial quarantine was 25. Pendings also rose for the third week in a row, hitting 60. That's also the highest number since COVID started. Inventory improved a bit with 90 new listings. However, only 25 of those were homes, and that's where we really need the help. 15 listings expired without selling. There were just 4 homes and 5 condos. The median asking price for those was well above $1 million, and that is well above the price point where the majority of the activity is taking place. 20 listings were canceled. And that's our Maui Real Estate Market Report for the week. Remember, you can get all the stats, all the data at mauirealestatemarketreport.com. And keep an eye out for the Maui Real Estate Advisor. We're closing in on our 100th edition. We've been doing this a while. Aloha, y'all.